Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a pretty good Wednesday. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for joining us. Hi, The Angels Talk. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Dari. Thanks for joining us. Going to get started, and I really am doing this scope, you all, because I want you all to help me make a decision. Hey, lady, how are you today? Where you scoping in from today? And if hey, you guys, if I know you maybe via Facebook or hey, Dari, is Dari or Dari? Hi, Dr. Finch. How are you all? Imran062. Dr. Finch, I got this ideal from you to get assistance with making a decision. I was looking at your scope this morning about your book cover. By the way, I hope y'all chose number 2. I didn't get a chance to watch all the way to the end, but I love your book cover for your new book. Hey, you guys, and Dr. Finch that you see there. Hi, Tiffany. She is kind of like the Periscope social butterfly. You want to follow her because she has really great scopes. She also hosts on Friday night. I think it's at 11 o'clock, the Periscope Party Jam. And for the nights I can stay up, I'm on and have good music and things. Marie. Yes, thank you. Because as soon as I said that, Doree, I was like, I don't think that's correct. And I remember when I met you, you corrected me on it. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for the hearts. I'm not sure who's sharing the hearts, but thank you. But let me go real quick right into why I want to do this scope. So today I was in water aerobics. And there is, most of the time in water aerobics, I'm probably the youngest person in the water. But I enjoy being in the water and really helping. Thank you for forgiving me. I enjoy really helping people get comfortable with the water. I really understand the fear and phobia of the water because at one time that was me. And so today there is a lady, I forget, oh Lord, her name is Liz. And Miss Liz was talking about wanting to go around the pool. She said, when I get comfortable, I'm going to go around the whole pool. And so, hi, Delmar, thanks for joining. And so when she was talking about going around the pool, I said, well, we can do it today. I'll go with you. And so we locked arms and she went around that pool and hey, lady, good to see you. And thank you for tuning in. We locked arms and she went around the pool. Now, keep in mind, the pool is only like, hi, Natasha, Monique, the pool is only 4'6". Okay. And so even though for most of us that, we're going to stand up, going to talk. Hey, Natasha, I want you to weigh in on this too, because if I remember correctly, you have a certification too. And so this, although the thought of actually becoming certified got really strong today, it started last week, and I kind of hit and missed at it before, but over the last few weeks, it's been getting really strong. I enjoy water aerobics, and as obesity wellness expert, one of the ways that people who are obese can get into wellness is through water aerobics. And the other thing that I see too, and why I'm interested in doing this, I really see, hi Ebony, thanks for joining us. I really see a number of women, hi Tiffany, especially women of color who are wanting to learn how to swim. And so I actually learned how to swim as a result of connecting with people. Hey lady. Yes, it's less impact. The water aerobics is for people who there's a lot of weight on the joints. Really, I literally get in the water and keel and probably feel as tired, if not tighter, more fatigued when I get out the water versus working on the floor. It really has been very beneficial in helping to keep moving, to really get a very good workout without as much impact. Now, I'm not going to say that there's no impact at all. What I have also noticed too is that when you do take water aerobics as well, if you and if any of you all do water aerobics, hi Wicks and Wine, thanks for joining us. That's Kenya this afternoon. But our hair hose, our hair hose is back, yeah. Now, the interesting thing is, too, I will say this, Natasha, and to the others that are on here, there in the class I'm in, there are a lot of women of color. Pretty much 95% of us in the water are African American. So a lot of them have their hair covered up. I don't. You see my hair is short, and it's going to stay short. And so as I was to kind of go back to what we were talking about originally, it was helping Miss Liz. It was like there are so many other women who need this. And so those of you all who have followed my journey of wellness and what I do now and how I'm trying to turn the tables with really positioning myself to talk more about obesity wellness and really giving people who are obese small, simple steps to be consistent in their habits of living a healthier life. What do you think? What do you think about really going after a certification for water aerobics instruction? And so that's pretty much where I'm at now. And I want to hear back feedback for those who may be instructed. Okay, Ebony, thanks so much. Really being able to hone on my passion more than anything lies with women of faith. And especially I'm a Christian. And so within the Christian community and really giving us the least amount of excuses as possible, because I think we sometimes have too many excuses as to why we can't get active, why we can't get healthy and things of this sort. Maybe it's the food, we hear people saying, but I really want to consider going ahead and doing this and really looking at partnering with other agencies to do this, because I actually have an ultimate goal, a big lofty goal to really be a partner of LA Fitness. I patronized them for several years now, but large gyms like LA Fitness are very, very intimidating to people, and not just people who are obese. I've talked to people who are not obese, or wouldn't the doctors or let's say medical professionals wouldn't consider them obese. But really being able to provide support system, because what I do find is that when there is a support group or system similar to just like what Natasha Monique does with her Zumba classes, people are more likely to participate. Yes, you should. It's on brand for you in part. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that, Dale. Thank you for that, Dale Mar. And so I really want to be able to do this. And so I started some research. It's been a while ago. And so I'm going to go back and start doing some other things because just from your own opinion, people that who are obese, what I'd like to do is get feedback from you. A lot of us are connected on Facebook. And so if you know people, maybe people you've been trying to encourage to go work out, in many cases I hear people say, well, my mom or, my sister, get some, hey, Lakeisha, thanks for joining us. If you know of any people, or even if you are a person, who could use a jump start on your wellness or your fitness journey, I'd like to hear from you whether or not you felt like water aerobics would be something to do, because if it's not the hair, right, exactly. And you all just, here's another person. I want to shout out Natasha. Natasha has lost naturally, keep in mind, naturally over 200 pounds just with fitness and diet alone. When I say diet, we're talking about the food. What are you eating? What do you eat on a consistent basis? And so she's another great person that you want to follow, another person that you want to watch in this whole movement of what I'm calling plus size health professionals as well. And she's doing a great thing down there in Florida. Has had a lot of awesome recognitions nationally. She's on Steve Harvey and has done some other things too in recognition of her weight loss as well. I didn't catch your last message. I'm sorry. And so, yes, Lakeisha. Yeah, Lakeisha is another. All these sisters y'all see putting stuff up here, Lakeisha and Monique, I know those two in particular have lost quite a bit of weight. Lakeisha has also lost 75 pounds as well on her wellness journey. And this is natural. This is natural weight loss. These are not sisters who have had surgery and things. Another person I do want to shout out to, she's not in the wellness profession, but if you are a small business owner and you are looking to get some tips and solutions on what contracts, forms, and all that other good stuff related to HR, you need to follow HR Brain for Hire, and that's Delmar Johnson. She's on here as well. Awesome, Tiffany. I saw that you said, hi, Reverend Noreen. Thanks for joining. I saw that you said that you're beginning your journey as well. And so what a lot of people do not know, and I'll just share this too. I don't know if I've shared a whole lot, but maybe about 2 years ago, I did get my health coach certification. And that's Delmar, you all, HR Brain for Hire. Go follow her as well. But I did get my certification as a faith-based wellness coach through Fresh Start for Health out of Arizona. And so if there are women who are looking to get those small, simple steps to get started on your wellness journey, I am available to do those and to provide support and accountability for you as well. I don't necessarily, you're very welcome. I don't necessarily like to do meal plans, but I will do meal plans if you're doing that. That's something I need to do. Yeah, I had to send on my, okay, you must be talking to somebody else. Okay. So I just love the fact that when we come on Periscope that a lot of you all start connecting and you had conversations with each other and things of that sort. And that's another one of my giftings. I love being able to bring women together to connect. And so I just want to first thank you all so much for tuning into the scope to really I wanted to talk this out, so to speak, with somebody. And I also wanted, I want to have the opportunity to share and get feedback and things. And like I said earlier, if you know of people who you think could benefit, or if you're even one of those people, exactly, exactly. Yes, I am. Who could benefit? Just pop in my inbox on Facebook. I'm Zakiya S. Kyles, or either on the From Stuck to Start page, and happy to hear their feedback, whether or not they would, do this with someone, because I actually took a water aerobics class from a sister who looked like me, was shaped like me and everything. And she was doing water aerobics classes at a country club here in Atlanta over the course of the summer. And so we saw a lot of women who jumped on the Periscope. Thanks B speaks to you as well. Just to kind of recap, because we're going to get ready to close this scope in a minute. I was sharing with people my desire to start the process, the research to get my certification as a water aerobics instructor. I enjoy water aerobics. I've been taking it for several years. The highest amount of weight I've lost on my journey has been like 65 pounds, and I'm working doggone hard now to really break that plateau because I need to. And I have some goals. I'm not necessarily a person who is concerned about the number on the scale, because especially with the weightlifting and things, sometimes you have a tendency to thank you for joining us, Royal class. Okay, you're doing a weight loss challenge October the 1st through the 19th. If you're interested in the challenge, connect with Reverend Noreen. Awesome. I want to do this because there's so many women who need this, especially women of faith, who need something to get them on a track to living a healthier lifestyle. And so we're looking at this as an opportunity to take out all excuses. And so that's what we were talking about today. And I asked people that if you knew of folks who could benefit from this, I would like for your feedback to get from them, ask them if this is something that they would maybe do, and if they were thinking about comfortable class settings, because those are important to me. Because like when you work for a large gym, hey, Lipstick Chatter, thanks for joining. When you're talking about a public gym like a LA Fitness, hi, B speaks to you. Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate that. You're talking about like this water aerobics classes that I go to now. You're talking about probably sometimes 40 up to 50 people in the pool. But I'd like to know, what would be a comfortable class size for most people. And then I'm on Facebook at either From Stuck to Start. You can inbox me there, or you can inbox me as Zakiya S. Kyles. I'd like to kind of know, what would be the most comfortable level of water that most people would love to participate in and do water aerobics in. I'm not a fan of people, being in water that's like 6 feet and up and then they having weights, because that's not comfortable for people who are not swimming. And what I'm guessing is that probably a large part of the people that I would attract with this, once I start publicizing this, will probably be people of color. And what I'm consistently finding out is that there are a number of people who are of color and we don't know how to swim. And so that's something else I've been really working with, because the person who taught me to swim is Caucasian, and we talk from time to time, and she's more than open and welcome to the fact of teaching people to swim, but we're looking at doing it with small groups of people. And so I'm actually looking at some things and weighing some options, because I don't need nobody coming back trying to sue me for anything. We want people to be able to do this, to get out of comfort zone, because I didn't learn how to swim until I was I'm 41, probably 38 or 39 when I learned to swim. How many of you all swim? Really? Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bombshell, Sydney. Okay. How many rest of y'all don't swim? Anybody in here that does swim? You do swim? Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. Bombshell, Sydney. Can I ask, where you feel terrified? Okay, Reagan. Okay. Where is it that you being terrified comes in at? Okay. But I'll tell you now, Reagan, this is a great time to learn, because I remember my dad trying to get me to take it as a physical activity when I was in college. I just would not do it. Number one, my requirements, because I was a bigger person, I was like, they need to be, I felt strong enough or equipped enough to be able to save me. That was just right. Okay. And see, like I swim, but I usually swim, I do with a kickboard or either, oh, wow. I hate to hear that, Reagan. You scared to put your head under the water. Now, Sydney, what type of, what's the level of the water that you're working in when they're instructing you to swim? Because I'm thankful that we started off with the kickboard and not anything that put my head under the water and all that, because I probably wouldn't have gotten as far as I could. And now what I swim with, when I don't have a kickboard anymore, I just tie up a noodle and use that, and you don't have as much leverage in a noodle. And so I get my body in posture and let the noodle float up, and I get to kick it and get on down, and you use a lot of muscle. In the shallow end? Okay. So that might, if it's like a 3, preferably I hope it's like something like 3.5 feet. Okay, you did a part. You know what, Sydney, you may want to look into actually finding somebody who either does private lessons or either somebody where they offer lessons at a private pool. Because sometimes those are usually the most comfortable environments for people to learn how to swim. I did mine at LA Fitness, but we did them off, after class, and usually there was not a lot of people in there after class and things of that sort. So that helped a lot. So, but we're gonna get ready to close this scope out, and I just want to thank you all so much. You're very welcome. Thank you all so much for joining this scope. Be sure to check us out at FromStuckToStar.com. We're on Facebook. Go by there and like us. And I am Zakia Kyles, founder of Queenly Confident Brands and the creator of From Stuck to Star, where we are winning in the battle of obesity. Thank you all so much for your input and for your guidance today. And I'll come back on and give you all an update of what's going on there. See you later too, Delmar. Have a great one. Bye-bye, y'all. I think on these Androids, these phones, when you hit stop broadcast, they don't work.